Very good morning, everyone. This is pre-market outlook discussion for the fresh day in the fresh first week of May, the 4th of May. This is, and it is going to be a 5 full week in this month in this series, and that is also based on the historical behavior. The May month probability will be maximum on the positive side when it is ending the month of May. But since it has changed the face of the March month's behavior, first time for the recent 1 decade, if you take, that means almost 10 years of March month phase has been changed because of the geopolitical tensions and escalations. But anyhow, the April maintains its status quo for the bullish trend always there for the April for the recent years. As like in this, the May month with a consolidation taken place for the recent years, the current May month may not be having and not necessarily continuing the same trend as per the recent change in the face of March's behavior. If it is so, we can expect the not in a quiet manner, with a bigger or larger manner of behavioral change can be expected in the May month. Please mark it and you can keep monitor it. Then you can finalize what the prediction on the May month's behavior entirely we have projected and how it has worked like based on the behavioral changes. That is the main cause. So this May month generally used to be in a positive manner, maximum inclined with the positive note while it is ending. But this May, what we are expecting, the change in the May month or the phase of May month also may get a change from the earlier trend to new trend. Earlier trend means which was almost in the May month with a consolidation 60 to 65% was ended with a positive one for the May month. Even it is a minor positive, that also to be noted that every May month in the recent 10 or 15 years, if you take the majority of the May month ended with a positive way. But this time we are expecting a bigger change probably might be happening. If it is so, the result defaultly coming in the way of giving a negative outlook for the May. Negative in the sense, no need to get panicked. But in the way, we should actually think of what are all the opportunities are rising and what are all the things we have missed in the recent downward rally as well as the upward bounces. Based on this behavior and events happened, coping with the upcoming events, including the geopolitical developments, as long as it is actually keep continuing the tensions between the regions of US, Israel and Iran. Also, it should be noted that based on the geopolitical occurrences happened, the economic view also going to be get shaped in a new way. That is true for the next quarter because of these geopolitical actions and all. The ended quarter till March somewhat got affected, but the majority of the impact will be on the April, May, June quarter only for the economic view if you are going to take. So in that manner, if this economic outlook is being witnessed in the way of the weaker one when compared to the previous quarter till the March month, so the probability will be very high to get an interval for the bullish kind of trend as per the historical behavior. So that only we have, this is what the reason we have alerted you or we have made you caution about approaching the market in particularly trading perspective for the month of May. So the change may be happening in the behavior for the month of May with a negative note. So that is what the introductory message we want to convey with you all. For the day, the opening probably in the way of a positive one or a positive note. So with a almost decent points on the positive side, one can see the Nifty and the Sensex and all getting open. With a 1 day of holiday, that the valuation also got adjusted with that point, so that the markets are expected to open on a positive way. But it is very, very important, as we have discussed during the recent weekly market outlook session. This is very, very important to note down the 29th of April's high and low. And primarily, before this 29th, we have been discussing about 22nd of April's high and low. Both these days high and low will be dominating the Nifty's movement when it is trying to form or give the shape for the May month's first week particularly. So if it is so, the 29th high and the 22nd April's low, both are with a sort of 18 points of difference, having the same area which is acting as the resistance point. So one can see, as we are going to share the chart for make you all understand further in a deeper way. It will be probably respecting this trend, particularly based on the levels we are going to depict as in the chart. So that will be helping you to take your informed trading decisions, where you can enter or where not you should enter. Like, you can decide based on the information we are going to share through the way of chart of Nifty. We'll be sharing the Nifty chart now. See, this is what the explanation we have provided in the Saturday session. So for further deeper understanding, we are expected to make you all closely monitor the levels, particularly the date-based levels based on the behavior analysis we have found, and which is only acting accurately because it has smartly played well and it could not actually escape from the particular date high and low what we have already denoted for you all to take the informed trading decisions. Like, in that way, just check the 22nd of April's high and low. The 22nd April's high not yet even reclaimed or breached till now, but the 22nd April's low, which has acted perfectly when compared to the previous moment and all. The 24,352 was the low of 22nd April's one. After it has formed, just check the recent days movement. It has not reclaimed, because it has maximum high it can attain was 24,334. Just to highlight it, this is what the high, 24,334. That was recorded on 29th of April. Where it has got rejected, see, just by getting rejection at the level of 24,334 as a high, it has closed that particular day's trend with 24,177. So almost 200 points of pullback from the high happened, which means what? It is actually getting struggled to reach the high of 22nd April's low, 24,352. So that is the thing behavior is denoting. As like in that, just check the first session. That means in the May month series F&O, first session was happened on 30th April. So the last session as per the calendar month of May, how it has behaved. Just check it. The high was 24,087. It could not attain 24,059 as the low point of 29th April 1. What the close? 23,997. It could not even close above the low of the 29th April 1. This is what the important thing. Consecutively, it has provided or it has recorded on the chart. See, it has tried to attain to move beyond the low point of particular date. Means it should close consecutively as per our concept 2 sessions. But it could not even close on a single session, even though it is breaking and moving above the low of 29th April, that was 24,059. See that high was 24,087. That is also about 200 points, 20 points. Then it has closed below the low point of 29th April 1. That was on 30th April. The close was 23,937, below 24,000. It could not close. So which means what? The 29th April's high and low is going to act a resistance point for the entire day today as well as tomorrow. If it is trying to close above the low of 29th April as a primary one, which means the secondary or a second impact or second importance we are giving for the 29th April. Primary importance will be on the 22nd April's high and low only. But for the initial confirmation, it should at least close above the level of 24,059 on the recorded on the 29th of April. If it is happening today, it should consecutively make the or continue the trend for the Tuesday, tomorrow's one also. If it is not happening, we can see the sell-on rise will be acting crucially and making the Nifty to come down below the point, and till it is up, holding the 23,700 as the very core interim behavior shift zone, and 23,800 may be slightly defending the fall. So that may be expected if the Nifty is struggling to close above 29th April's low of 24,057 like. That's it. So that will be helping you to make clear decision on trading side till now, and as long as it is trading below to this low of 29th April and high of 29th April, you can try to adopt the strategy of sell on rise. Based on that sell on rise near to the levels we have provided, it can be easily checked with or refer with the 29th April's high and low. While it is approaching that particular high and low point between this zone, sell on rise can be the good strategy to apply, and one can enjoy benefiting if the pullback from the high and are happening. At least 100 points one may enjoy by the way of getting profits, and who are all wanted to take some higher risk means those who can actually build a higher number of lots while it is nearing the high point of 29th April, that was 24,300 or 334, near to that range, because 24,300 to 350 will be acting as a very strong resistance point. This was the zone of 22nd April's low, where it has already proved by rejecting on 29th with an 18 points short. So that is only actually one can have as a proof and make your decisions strongly or concretely to enjoy the benefits. That's it for the experiment we can have based on the Nifty's analysis we have shown on the display now. Now we can move to the pre-market discussion. See, for the day, the open and all, as discussed, will be on the positive side, that the momentum may not be having the longevity, which may get affected because of the sell-on rise approach the markets overall having. So if it is happening, one can check the levels we have provided and the maximum swing between 24,000 to 24,300 for the day. We can see if it is having near to the support zone, one can who all want to build the long positions with the high risk profile investors only can approach on the long build up side, because we are strongly telling that sell on rise would be the good strategy, not the buy on dips for the day. And if it is trying to move towards the resistance point as depicted on the chart and as here also mentioned, near to the 24,200 and 24,300, between this range, one can start building the short positions or buying the put options. On the positional front, as long as it is trading below the 22nd April's low, that was recorded as 24,352, every rise can be utilized to trim your existing investment positions as well as trading positions on the long side, and you can keep the strategy live with a sell on rise till it is having these kind of activities, and until otherwise it is crossing 24,500 as the 22nd April high, that can be continued with the same tactics, or otherwise the 24,500 can be treated as the important how can see that important trend decider for the current week. On the sectors front, with the sales data, monthly sales data and are being provided by the automobile companies, this auto sector will be leading the movement for the either side of the market trend based on the data the companies provided. And oil and gas, based on the current geopolitical developments and escalations, it should be on the tight monitoring. And the next one, including oil energy, one can watch the oil and gas. And the metal sector, which may have the negative impact, even though the markets and are keeping any impact on the positive side. The defense, that can be focused and take the positions based on the defense sector movement, which are expected to give some positive way. Pharmaceutical FMCG can be approached in the positive manner, which will have already started impacting on the positive side from the recent weeks behavior. On the stocks front, the day traders can focus Kotak Mahindra Bank based on earnings, Maruti Suzuki based on monthly sales data, and the rest of the stocks what you have mentioned also based on earnings outcome. Adani Enterprises, Avenue Supermarts, Rally, that means Retail Corporation, and Capri Global Capital. These are the important intraday based stocks one can watch out. For the day, the earnings can be expected from the companies include here Tata Technologies, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, Exide Industries, Godrej Properties, Manappuram Finance, KEI Industries, Aarti Industries, Aditya Birla Capital, Ambuja Cements, Petronet LNG, Tata Chemical are the core companies which are expected to announce their quarter earnings. Keeping stop loss, a solid one is required to maintain your positions favorable with a higher risk and reward, so which may be helping you to protect your capital as well as enjoying the good RR. That's it for the day in terms of pre-market outlook discussion, as we have thoroughly explained the markets outlook for the day as well as for the week, and even for the entire month of May through the way of the behavioral analysis we have made and compared the historical one with the current one. So we have given a caution on the May month's behavior, which may also face the change in the entire previous 10 to 15 years behavior about the May month. So be cautious while approaching on the long. Investors, no need to get any panic. Single percentage of panic also not required to maintain, because this is clearly an opportunity. The market have learned how to behave, even though the further escalations based on the war activities happening. So make use of the opportunities if May month also providing on the every individual stocks or till the benchmark indexes side. Every dip is an opportunity. Make use of it. Thank you for participating. Wishing everyone to have a great day today. Bye-bye.